The Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture present Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson. Also presented by Double Diamond Farm, Gulfstream Park, Ocala Breeders Sales Company, Tampa Bay Downs, Valerie Daly of Showcase Properties, and Woodford Thoroughbreds.
Hello everyone and welcome to Thoroughbred Week, featuring a late season bid for an Eclipse Award by a Breeders' Cup champion in the Grade 1 Starlet Stakes from Los Alamitos. We begin with sprinting fillies and mares at Remington Park in the She's All In handicap. Flashy American, the even money favorite, Dale Day picks up the call.
The half mile went in 47 and 1/5 seconds as Honey Ryan shows the way by 2 into the turn. 3 panels left. Diva's Diamond still second. Now Blue Violet inches in to third. Courageous Julie battling there as well. I Love Jeannie still trying to hang on. A Fitting Reward running a huge one through traffic. And Flashy American with a ton of work to do is wide and being asked with a quarter mile to go. Honey's Ryan is clear and loose on the lead in the stretch. Out by 4 after 6 furlongs in 1 minute, 11 and 1. It's Honey's Ryan by 3. Diva's Diamond second with a furlong to go. Coming on strongly, Lady Hadassah battling for third with Courageous Julie. Honey's Ryan led from the start. Will try to hold off Diva's Diamond. One last push. Honey's Ryan will take the She's All In handicap by almost 2.
Honey's Ryan, the front running winner by a length and a quarter over Diva's Diamond. Cliff Berry with the pickup mount. Time of the race 1:41 flat. Honey's Ryan back at Remington Park, where she impressively won 2 of her first 3 starts at 2, including the E.L. Gaylord Memorial Stakes. This was her first start for trainer Carl Broberg. The 3-year-old filly by Student Council was bred by the University of Kentucky and was a $1,500 yearling. Honey's Ryan has earned $146,000 for the partnership of Rusty Taylor, Elaine Holliday, Margaret and Jerry Davis, and Mike Walker. The Biederman Real Estate featured listing this week features a state-of-the-art stallion barn and breeding shed with an attached 3,000 square foot office or residence. Log on to BiedermanRealEstate.com to see all our current listings. The Gulfstream Park for sprinting fillies and mares in the Grade 3 Sugar Swirl Stakes. Our free roll, the 4 to 5 favorite, Larry Comas has the call.
It's our free roll in Edgar Zayas in front from the beginning, and they lead the way by a length and a quarter over Wildcat Lily at the half-mile pole. And these two run 22 and 3 for the first quarter mile, and right behind them are Risky Rachel and Merry Meadow, and the first 4 are only 2 lengths apart, 3 furlongs from the finish. Old Donio is 4.5 lengths off of them, and Sontrique is behind her. Around the far turn, and now here comes Wildcat Lily right alongside of our free roll, and they're side by side after a half in 45 and 3, and they're into the stretch. Our free roll on the inside, Wildcat Lily and Merry Meadow coming up to them in the center of the track. Merry Meadow makes a run for the lead coming down to the 16th pole. Our free roll is there, then Wildcat Lily followed by Old Donio, but it's Merry Meadow and Javier Castellano to win.
5 to 2 second choice. Merry Meadow runs by long shot Wildcat Lily to take it by a length and a quarter. Javier Castellano up in 1:10 and 1. A Grade 3 stakes winner in New York earlier this season, Merry Meadow was coming off a victory in the Sky Beauty Stakes at Gulfstream Park West. The 4-year-old filly by Henny Hughes was bred in Kentucky by her owners David Howe and William Parsons. Trained by Mark Hennig, Merry Meadow has earned $600,000. Watch Thoroughbred Week replays online at tbredweek.com.
Declaration of war declares war on the opposition. Declaration of war wins the Queen Anne. And declaration of war wins the Battle of the News Bar in the Juddmonte International. Declaration of war in a thrilling Breeders' Cup Classic.
What a thriller in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Fort Lana digs deep. Mucho Macho Man, it's nose and nose to the wire. Fort Larned has won it.
He went clear at the start. He was clear down the back. Fort Larned, brilliant in the Stephen Foster.
Fort Larned, dominant winner of the Breeders' Cup Classic, Stephen Foster Handicap and Whitney Handicap. New for 2015 at Adena Springs South.
combining the legacy of Kentucky with the fertile breeding ground of Florida. Woodford Thoroughbreds proudly introduces in 2014 Warfront's best son to stand at stud, multiple graded stakes winner, Sold Out, and juvenile Grade 1 winner of the Hopeful Stakes, Currency Swap. Woodford Thoroughbreds, where a new generation of horse racing excellence has begun.
Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish. Florida produced Breeders' Cup Classic winner Mucho Macho Man. Florida is one of the premier breeding regions and training centers in the world. We are a leading prep center for Derby winners and contenders. We boast of premier veterinary research centers and 3 major racetracks. Florida has the largest 2-year-old in training sale in the world, selling horses 6 times annually. Florida is proudly represented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association. Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish.
Discover Ocala, horse capital of the world, centrally located between Orlando and Jacksonville. Ocala's thoroughbred industry has many incentives to breed, raise, and train thoroughbreds. Here are a few recent listings: Oak View, Copacabana, Marnick, Ocala, Marion County. Come visit us and we'll show you why it's a great place to live.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the Harlan's Holiday Stakes coming up in this segment. We begin with turf fillies and mares at Gulfstream Park in the South Beach Stakes. 5-2 favorite Sassy Kitten is dropping back as we pick up the call by Larry Colmus.
23-3 for the quarter. Up the backstretch they go. She's Spooky, the leader. And Skylander Girl is second on the outside. These two making the pace 3 lengths ahead of Ready Signal, who's alongside of Marlboro's. Romantic Amia's alongside of them. In behind them comes Sassy Kitten, and she's got 5 lengths to make up at this stage after a 47 flat half mile. And Red Minx follows them. Why Catherine is 8 lengths off the lead outside of horses. Kitty Wine is biding time on the inside, and then comes Tokyo Time in between horses and Tuta Paese on the outside. And they're coming to the top of the stretch. And it is Skylander Girl on the outside. Skylander Girl stucks the head in front. She's Spooky is running in second. And then comes Ready Signal and Marlboro's on the far outside. Baffle Me is next. And they're coming down to the final 16th. And here's Marlboro's. Marlboro's is going to get up in time in the South Beach.
3-1 second choice Marlboro's, the winner by half a length over Baffle Me, who has a nose on Kitty Wide. Louise Saez up in 128-4. The Irish-bred 3-year-old filly by Smart Strike made her first 7 starts for Freddie Head in France, where she placed in a pair of group stakes at 2. She won an entry-level allowance over the Belmont turf for Christophe Clement in her stateside debut. Marlboro's has earned $175,000 for Monceau Stable and Arad de Sampar. Louise Saez with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Bands, the safest way to the winner's circle. Next from Gulfstream Park, turf horses and the El Prado Stakes. Mashawish, the 3-2 favorite. Once again, here's Larry Colmus.
47-3 was the half, and now they move into the far turn. It is X-Caper on the inside, Asset Inflation between, and Strong Impact on the outside. How Great just in behind the leaders. And then it's Bad Debt, Mashawish, Midnight Cello circling up on the far outside. Fredericksburg and Vinny Good Times, and they're into the stretch. X-Caper trying to shake away now. Asset Inflation, Mashawish is moving up on the far outside. Vinny Good Times has taken third late, but it's going to be Mashawish. And Mashawish and Javier Castellano go on to win.
Mashawish outfinishes X-Caper by 2 lengths. Vinny Good Times third for Cells graduates. The second stakes victory on the card for Javier Castellano. Time of the race 128-2. A stakes winner in France at 3. The globe-trotting runner won the Group 2 Zabeel Mile in February before finishing 4th in the Group 1 Dubai Duty Free. Sent to Todd Pletcher after an 8th place finish at the Group 1 Champion Stakes in Hong Kong. The Kentucky-bred 4-year-old colt by Medalla d'Oro records his first U.S. stakes victory. Mashawish has earned $761,000 for Al Shakab Racing. To Aqueduct for the Queens County Stakes. Vijack, the 6-5 favorite. John Embrial has the call.
The half up in 47 and 2/5 seconds, and there's 4 furlongs remaining. And it is Plainview holding on to this lead here. Plainview by a little more than a length. Percussion in second. Vijack well held down at the rail in third. Misconnect is alongside in fourth. Micromanage is now picking it up on the outside along with Stormin' Monarcho. 3/4 in 1:12 and 2. Vijack had to steady there midway on the turn. Here's Percussion now. Down at the rail is Plainview. Vijack looking for a way through. Widest of all is Micromanage. Misconnect is there. And Stormin' Monarcho. The field in the stretch now. And it is a Micromanage up on the outside to grab the lead. Turco Bravo's putting in a late run. Vijack is looking for a way through as they pass the 8th pole. It is Micromanage. Then Vijack. On the inside, it's Misconnect. They come for the wire, and Micromanage has won the Queens County Stakes.
Micromanage holds off Vijack by a length and a quarter with the winner's entry mate Misconnect third. Manuel Franco aboard the Keeneland Sells Graduate in 151 and 3. Micromanage has won or placed in 7 stakes this year, including stakes victories at Gulfstream Park and Saratoga. The Todd Pletcher trainee gets back on track after finishing 10th in the Grade 3 Red Smith handicap on turf. The 4-year-old colt by Medalla d'Oro was bred in Kentucky by Fiona Craig and Dermot Cantillon. A $170,000 Keeneland September yearling, Micromanage has earned nearly $702,000 for Rapoli Stable. Back to Gulfstream Park for the Harlan's Holiday Stakes. Liam's Map, the even money favorite. Again, here's Larry Comas.
And they begin their move into the far turn, and Liam's Map is dead even now, and Liam's Map has taken the lead, and Chamba gives way. Valid, a fresh challenge for Liam's Map now, and these two are now nose to nose on the far turn. Liam's Map and Valid, and Pence on Fire is full out. He's 5 lengths off of them. The others have work to do. It's a 2-horse race right now. It's Valid and Liam's Map, and Valid's got a head in front at the top of the stretch. And Liam's Map full out to stick with Valid, who's running a big one. Pants on Fire is still 5 lengths behind them. They're into the stretch, and it's Valid, and Liam's Map won't give in. He keeps on fighting. Valid on the outside, Liam's Map on the inside. These two come down to the wire. Liam's Map did it.
Liam's Map takes his stakes debut by half a length over Valid. John Velasquez aboard the Keeneland Sells Graduate in 142 and 2, a 108 brisk speed rating. Second on debut at Saratoga, Liam's Map impressively won his last 2 starts in New York by a combined margin of 21 lengths. The 3-year-old colt by Unbridled Song was bred in Kentucky by Albaugh Family Stable and was an $800,000 Keeneland September yearling. Another stakes winner for Todd Pletcher, Liam's Map has earned nearly $165,000 for Teresa Viola Racing Stables. Liam's Map paid $420 to win and is the Malone's favorite of the week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. The Spendthrift Farm Stallion of the week is Jimmy Creed, winner of the Grade 1 Malibu Stakes, and Distorted Humor's most brilliant son to retire to stud. Jimmy Creed's first book of mares was foaled in 2014. Watch for his first foals arriving in 2015.
Shaking it up on the outside, Central Bank is shaking it up to win in a driving finish. Shaking it up, and David Flores won the Malibus. They're almost in a straight line as they come for home now. Shaking it up will win it. Shaking it up, coming home powerfully. Shaking it up, and authoritative winner.
From the Gone West sire line comes the powerfully made, brilliant 2-year-old Horse Greeley. With first crop graded stakes winners, Horse Greeley is siring quality runners throughout North America.
Clearly now with an arresting victory here. Crushes the field, and a good field it was.
Leave the light on with the lead. They come for the finish line. Leave the light on. Wins the Remsen.
The early results look promising for Horse Greeley, standing at Claiborne Farm.
A Florida bred. He is not just a racehorse. He is our heart. He is our toil and sweat. He soaks up the bright sunshine, becoming mighty and strong. He feasts on our abundant grass and drinks our mineral-rich water. He is a way of life, our champion. His excellence brings us chills as he competes, inspiring us to greatness. He is our purpose, our soul. He is a Florida bred.
Living up at the Downs. Do you like having a great time with your friends and family? Then you will have a great time. Come out to Tampa Bay Downs and you will see Thoroughbred racing, Texas Hold'em tournaments. You gotta know when to pull them. Help your golf game at our practice range. You can bet there's so much more. Tampa Bay Downs. Live it up at the Downs.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with a photo finish in the Springboard Mile coming up in this segment. 2-year-old stakes action is presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. We begin with fillies at Aqueduct in the Eastview Stakes. Forty-Ann, the 7-5 favorite. Travis Stone has the call.
Forty-Ann is still in front with My Supernova, seconded outside, just a length behind as they move on to the far turn together. Hot City Girl, 3 wide, running in third. Classic Aussie toward the inside in fourth. Sweet Polly Purebred. Building Permit is still last, but it's been angled back over toward the inside and now moves to the 2-path with 4 lengths to make up and 2.5 furlongs to go. And Forty-Ann to catch, who got a half in 49 seconds flat. And Forty-Ann has opened up just like that. 5 lengths, 6 lengths off the turn. Forty-Ann has left Hot City Girl behind in second. Building Permit toward the inside is third. My Supernova is fourth. Mid-stretch marker now, and Forty-Ann's got an 8-length lead. Hot City Girl, Building Permit, and everybody else in a very strong outfield. It is Forty-Ann, a front-running force, to win it by 7 lengths on the line.
New York bred Forty-Ann draws off to defeat Hot City Girl officially by 9 3/4 lengths. Jose Ortiz aboard the Keeneland Cells graduate in 1:44.2. The third victory in 4 starts for Forty-Ann, who was heavily favored off a 4.5-length allowance win over the track. The filly by Freud was bred in New York by Delaney Stable and was a $9,000 Keeneland September yearling. Trained by Eddie Keneally, Forty-Ann has earned $141,000 for Mark DeTample. To Remington Park for the Trapeze Stakes. Lovely Maria, the 2-1 favorite. Dale Day has the call.
Half mile and 47 1/5 to the far turn. Perfect Fit still there by a little more than a length. Zooming, turning up the pressure. Bling It On Baby still third. And coming on late and wide, both Donna's Royal Slot and Lovely Maria. Midway through the turn, it is Perfect Fit showing the way there by 2. Zooming, floats out a bit. Second, now comes up alongside her stablemate. That pair out front by 3. Sweet Opportunity gains into third. In the stretch, Strawberry Baby and Lovely Maria fifth. 6 furlongs win in 1 minute 11 4. And now Zooming swings outside to Perfect Fit and grabs the lead. It's Zooming on top. Perfect Fit inside trying to battle back. Zooming will hold sway here at the end and pull away to win it by 3/4 of a length.
11-1 Zooming runs by Perfect Fit to score officially by a length. Lindy Wade aboard in 1:38.1. The Brett Calhoun trainee won her last 2 starts going a mile at Remington Park, including a 3 3/4 length allowance victory. The Texas-bred filly by Aftermarket was a $7,000 2-year-old. Zooming has earned nearly $95,000 for Carl R. Moore management. American Produce Records is now available online. Visit Brisnet.com/APR for unlimited access to the pedigrees of more than 3 million thoroughbreds for just $275 a year, now including SAR stats. Back to Aqueduct for the Damon Runyon Stakes. 11 2-year-olds went postward with St. Joseph, the 5-2 favorite. Once again, here's Travis Stone.
23 1/5 seconds was the quarter, 4.5 furlongs to go. Regal Minister is the leader. Possilicious pressing this pace right along, second and outside. Those two out of the far turn together inside of a half mile to go. Good Luck Gus is honing in 3 wide on the far outside and third. Fleeting is fourth. St. Joseph is tucked away fifth and saving ground now. Fourth and starting to get going. Farther back, Tiz Quick is winding up from the back of the pack and is flying on the far outside. 6th, 5th, 4th, and about to be third with a big move on the far turn. And so too is Bullheaded Boy picking it up as well. Racing for the top of the stretch. Good Luck Gus Gus comes away with the lead. Good Luck Gus off the turn, trying to kick away from Regal Minister down inside. Tiz Quick and Fleeting fighting on third and fourth, heading for the final furlong. Good Luck Gus is a leg-weary leader. Here comes Tiz Quick continuing to close, and from the back of the pack, Bullheaded Boy is getting into it late too, but it is still Good Luck Gus digging in and holding on. Final try from Tiz Quick and Bullheaded Boy on the outside. Good Luck Gus got there.
Good Luck Gus by Ashford Stud Stallion Looking at Lucky takes it by a length and a half over Bullheaded Boy. Ruben Silvera aboard the New York bred in 1:45 4. Winner of the New York Breeders' Futurity at Finger Lakes, the Rudy Rodriguez trainee, was coming off a 5th place finish in the Notebook Stakes over the track. The colt was bred in New York by Fred W. Hertrick III and was a $97,000 yearling. Good Luck Gus has earned $330,000 from Michael Dobb, Bethlehem Stables, and the Elkstone Group. Derby Dan Farm Stallion Tale of Ikati, a brilliant multiple Grade 1 winner by Tale of the Cat, and now a leading freshman sire in 2014 with 13 two-year-old winners to date in 4 different countries. Back to Remington Park for two-year-olds in the Springboard Mile. Bayard, Shotgun Cowboy, and High Noon Rider, all 5-2 in the wagering. Dale Day has the call.
They have a half mile left to run in the Springboard Mile, 46 seconds to change, fast half mile. And Super Mason scorching the mud out front as they go to the far turn. Bayard is second. Congratulations inches up third. Inside Hillbilly Style gives way. There goes Run Now from High Noon Rider, followed by It'll Be Fine. Midway through the turn, wide and rolling. There goes Shotgun Cowboy, 6th and gaining despite the wide trip. Super Mason with company being ganged upon at the quarter pole, and High Noon Rider, the first outside, splitting rivals. Bayard running huge tonight. It's Bayard and High Noon Rider to the stretch first. Shotgun Cowboy still rolling, now third with an 1/8 of a mile to go in the Springboard. Bayard is now on top by a head. High Noon Rider, Shotgun Cowboy continues to advance at the 16th. Here's the rubber match between Bayard and Shotgun Cowboy to the final strides. Bayard trying to hold on. Bayard and Shotgun Cowboy to a photo in the Springboard Mile.
Bayard by Windstar Farm Stallion Spitestown holds off Shotgun Cowboy by a head. Remington's leading rider, Ramon Vasquez, aboard in 1:37 1. At 11.5 length maiden winner at Saratoga, Bayard also defeated Shotgun Cowboy in the Kip DeVille Stakes at Remington. But the Steve Asmussen trainee finished second to his rival in the Clever Trevor Stakes. The colt was bred in Kentucky by Alpha Delta Stables. A $75,000 two-year-old, Bayard has earned $282,000 for Clark Brewster. Coming up, a Breeders' Cup champion makes her bid for an Eclipse Award.
Share what you love about Florida.
After finishing a disappointing 8th in her first start, Groupie Doll would rebound just 2 weeks later to impressively break her maiden. She would go on to become one of the best sprinters of her generation, earning back-to-back Eclipse Awards. After selling for $3.1 million at the Keeneland November sale, everyone believed her racing career was over. But Groupie Doll would return and add another graded stakes victory to her impressive resume. OCD Pellets, build stronger bone and build your success story.
It's Painter with a powerhouse performance. Painter by 4 on the wire.
Painter comes to the wire.
Wholesome food that's fresh from Florida. You already know how good it is, but did you know that buying locally makes a good thing even better? Food grown here by Florida farmers doesn't need to be shipped as far. That saves fuel and cuts emissions, which helps the environment. Buying Florida-grown products creates jobs and generates revenue, and that helps our economy. Fresh from Florida. Good for the environment, good for the economy, good for you.
Time now for the feature race of the week, presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. The Los Alamitos for 2-year-old fillies in the Grade 1 Starlet Stakes. Take Charge Brandy, the 6-5 favorite. Here's the call by Frank Miramonte.
And they're off. Feathered broke beautifully straight to the front. Take Charge Brandy is flashing her speed and is now up to take the lead. Maybelline came away in good order, now taking second. Just behind them, Don't Blame Me fourth through a moderate opening quarter mile. Majestic Presence has 5 or 6 to make up. Then it's Achiever's Legacy, and Danette is at the back. Take Charge Brandy will be the pace setter. Opens up to lead by 2. Maybelline clearly into second. Feathered hugs the rail in third. Don't Blame Me is very eager in between horses. She wants to get a bit closer. 3 lengths off the pace. Majestic Presence in the pink is caught 3 wide with 4 to make up. Then it's Achiever's Legacy and Danette. 6 lengths covers the field. Down the back stretch they go, and it's Take Charge Brandy by a length. Maybelline in pursuit second. Majestic Presence puts her head into a joint third, and inside of her comes Feathered in fourth. Those two are now within 2 lengths of the pacemaker. Just behind them, Don't Blame Me. Achiever's Legacy has 5 to make up. Danette is asked to quicken from behind. 3/8 of a mile to go in the Starlet. Take Charge Brandy's been there every step of the way. Maybelline a half length back second. Majestic Presence 3 wide. Feathered is just behind them. Danette swings into action on the outside of Achiever's Legacy. Inside the quarter pole, Take Charge Brandy. Majestic Presence running a giant race on the outside into second. Feathered at the rail is in third, and then Maybelline fourth. They're coming to the 16th pole. Take Charge Brandy's trying to finish the job. Feathered's coming at her in a rematch. Take Charge Brandy. Feathered. Majestic Presence flattens out late. Maybelline just behind them. Take Charge Brandy in a thriller. Take Charge Brandy. Wire to wire in the Starlet.
Take Charge Brandy by Ashford Stud Stallion Giants Causeway holds off Feathered by half a length. Victor Espinoza aboard the Keeneland Sales Graduate in 142 flat. The third consecutive graded stakes victory for Take Charge Brandy, who scored a 61-1 shocker in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies and followed with a sharp score in the Grade 3 Delta Downs Princess Stakes. A record 8th winner of the Starlet for D. Wayne Lucas, Take Charge Brandy has banked $1,620,000 for Willis D. Horton. The Kentucky-bred filly was consigned by Paramount Sales to the 2013 Keeneland September yearling sale, where she was purchased by Horton for $435,000. Probable champion 2-year-old filly Take Charge Brandy, the Keeneland Sales Graduate of the Week. We'll see you next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week is presented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture. Online at tbredweek.com.